Today we will discuss about
Yes, sir.
nucleotides, the another biomolecule that is important component of a cell, and we know that why this biomolecule has been given important weightage or more importance is because it carries the genetic information. So the genetic material is associated with nucleic acid. Now this nucleic acid can be of two types. It can be of DNA or it can be an RNA. Most of the evolved organisms, they have DNA as a genetic material, while some of the viruses, they still have RNA as the genetic material. Both of these DNA and RNA, they are made up of a few basic components, and these three basic components are: one is your sugar, pentose sugar, then the another component is a phosphate group, and the third component is the nitrogen base. Now based upon this nitrogen base, we can further classify these nucleotides into purines and pyrimidines. Purines and pyrimidines are the cyclic ring structures, and these nucleotides are derived from these nitrogen bases, so we call them as in nucleotides. Here we can find this blue color component is of nitrogen base. Why we call it as a nitrogen base? So in biomolecules or in biological system, we have discussed that most of the organic compounds are there, and organic compounds are rich in carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. In this biomolecule particularly, along with the carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, nitrogen is present in large quantity. So such bases, they are regarded as a nitrogen base. Now these nitrogen bases, they are linked to this 5 carbon compound. These are sugars. 5 carbon sugars, they can be of two types again. They may have this OH group present over here, or in case with the DNA, this OH group is replaced with hydrogen atom. So that makes the difference between DNA and RNA. The third component, that is the phosphate group. So the phosphate group can be a single phosphate. In that case, we call it as a monophosphate. If two phosphate group are attached, we call it as a diphosphate. If three phosphate are attached, we call it as a triphosphate. So this nucleoside, which is devoid of phosphate, it consists of your nitrogen base and sugar. This nucleoside, when attached to a phosphate, we call it as a nucleotide. In case with DNA and RNA, such similar structure is seen. That is, it consists of a nitrogen base, it consists of a sugar, and the third component is the phosphate. DNA and RNA are nucleic acid, each composed of 4 kinds of nucleotide subunit. So which are the 4 nucleotides in DNA? They are A, T, G and C. In case with RNA, the T is replaced with U. Instead of thymine, there is a presence of uracil. So 4 nucleotides are seen in DNA and 4 are seen in RNA. The only difference is, in case with DNA, there is a presence of thymine, and in case with RNA, the thymine is replaced with uracil. Now ATP energizes many kinds of molecules by phosphate group transfer. We know that within a cell, energy is required to carry out different functions. Even we know the thermodynamics law, for anything, for any matter to take or any process to take place, energy is required, and it has to be transferred from one form to another form. So energy is required in all the biological systems, and ATP is regarded as an energy currency. While discussing mitochondria, we have discussed this. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of a cell, and it generates energy, and that energy can be of different forms. ATP is one of that form, and ATP is recognized as an energy currency. So ATP is nothing but adenosine triphosphate. It is one of the nucleotide seen in case with DNA as well as in case with RNA also. So not only having the genetic information with it, this nucleotide also help in carrying out different biochemical reactions. So that is, they provide the energy to carry out the different types of biochemical events, different catalytic and analytic and catabolic and anabolic processes. They are uh, driven by energy, and that energy is most often in the form of ATP, sometimes it is GTP, sometimes CTP, sometimes TTP. So these are the nucleotides and containing the phosphate group, 3 phosphate group in it. And ATP is regarded as an energy currency which is employed at most of the location. Other nucleotides, they also functions as an coenzyme. So we'll discuss after finishing this nucleic acid, we will discuss about the enzymes. Enzymes, they are the biocatalyst. They carry out the different types of reactions within a living cell. For these enzymes, they require some non-proteinaceous component. So ATP or nucleotide, they also act as an coenzyme to carry out or to make that complete, or to make a complete enzyme so that it can carry out a particular task. Nucleotides, they are joined together by phosphodiester bonds. So we know this is one of the nucleotide. This nucleotide, it consists of adenine attached with the sugar by glycosidic linkage. This sugar is devoid of OH group at 2' position. Therefore it is a DNA sugar. That is, we call it as a deoxyribonucleic acid. So deoxy means removal of oxygen group or OH group. So in case with DNA, at 2' position there is presence of H group only or H atom only instead of OH group. Instead of alcoholic OH group, there is a presence of only H atom over there. And to its 5' position, there is a presence of phosphate group. So this is a particular nucleotide. This one nucleotide, it can link with the another nucleotide by a phosphodiester linkage, and this phosphodiester linkage is a directional reaction. That is, we know, or while studying the double helix structure of DNA, you might have studied that the two strands of DNA are anti-parallel, and we name them as 5' to 3'. While writing the sequence of nucleotide, we employ this nomenclature, that is 5'. We start the writing the nucleotides chain and we end at the 3'. So 5' to 3', there is formation of phosphodiester bond, and two consecutive nucleotides are joined together by phosphodiester linkage. So this is the structure of your DNTP, deoxyribonucleotide. It is devoid of OH group, so we call it as a deoxy. So these are the 4 nucleotides: thymine, this is guanine, this is cytosine. In case with DNA and RNA, we have discussed that the thymine is replaced with uracil. Now the DNA is double stranded structure. It encodes information about the primary structure of all cell proteins in its nucleotide sequence. We know that the DNA is the genetic material of a cell, or it is the genetic repository. It carries genetic information in it. But how does it carries that information? That information is in the form of sequence of nucleotide. It is the sequence that has meaning in a DNA. We know a small stretch of the genome which codes for functional product, we call it as an genes. So genes are nothing but sequence of nucleotides joined together by phosphodiester bonds. And genome is what? Genome is the complete set of genetic material present within a cell. So DNA is made up of nucleotides, and these nucleotides, they are made up of a particular sequence, that is they are ordered nucleotides. Only ordered nucleotides carry useful information. It is as good as writing something using the alphabets. So using the different alphabets in English language, we write different words, and these words has a particular meaning. Similar is true for the DNA also, or nucleotides also. The sequence of nucleotides, they make an individual unique from the other individual. So it is the sequence of nucleotide that has to be written by an organism. RNA molecules, usually they are single stranded. Again, we will discuss while in our coming lectures, while discussing about the different forms of RNAs and all, we will discuss that this RNA, it readily folds upon itself and it acquires the secondary structures. So as in case with your tRNA, we can also find the different forms of RNA like cruciform. And so this RNA, generally they are single stranded, but they can be readily converted into double stranded form. Different kinds of RNA, they interact with the DNA and also with one another during the process of protein synthesis. DNA, we know that it carries the genetic information. This DNA is converted into RNA by the process of transcription by employing an enzyme, RNA polymerase. The DNA is converted into mRNA. This mRNA, with the help of tRNA and rRNA and ribosome, that information present on an mRNA in the coded form is decoded by tRNA and it is converted into amino acid language, that is proteins. So this process, that is transcription and translation, we can call it as a protein synthesis. And we know the central dogma of biological system, it states that DNA, it carries genetic information, it is converted into transient molecule, that is RNA. This RNA is converted into protein. Protein is the functional molecule of a cell. This DNA, as we have discussed, the individual strands of DNA they are joined by phosphodiester bonds, but the two strands of DNA, they are not joined by the phosphodiester bond. They are joined together by weak interaction, that is hydrogen bonds. So within A and T, that is adenosine and thymine, two hydrogen bonds are seen, while in case with guanine and cytosine, three hydrogen bonds are possible. So these two strands of DNA, they are joined together by hydrogen bonds. Apart from this, the base stacking is playing important role over there. These phosphodiester bonds, they are the stronger bond, they are the covalent bond. As we have discussed in our earlier lecture also, the primary structure of all biomolecules, they are made up of the strong bonds, the covalent bonds. So what is the take home lesson from nucleic acid is, or nucleotides is? Nucleotides have major metabolic role and are building block of nucleic acid. Two kinds of nucleic acids are there, that is DNA and RNA. They interact as the cell system of storing the genetic information, retrieving that information and taking out from it as and when needed, and translating that information about synthesis of different proteins. So it is the DNA who carries the genetic information, so therefore it is the important information, it carries vital information, therefore it is housed in a separate organelle called as nucleus in case with the eukaryotic cells. I hope it is clear to you.